Oh, hi, I'm Ashley. I'm going to do my speech today on Apple iPhone versus Android or another service provider. I have T-Mobile and I love them. Not only do I love my Android phone, but I also love their service. I am not an Apple fan, and I will tell you why. 2 days ago, my roommate broke his phone and he cracked his screen. I don't know if you can see that. His screen is shattered. And I happened to crack the screen on my phone as well. So, same situation. We were dirt biking. We both broke our phones. I, however, got a brand new phone. He still has a cracked iPhone. He paid $50 for his phone, and his insurance plan obviously comes with it. So, he has to pay $150 for a new phone for a phone that he paid $50 for. And I got a new phone for free today. So that is the first reason that I prefer any other service provider really over Apple. Their stores are not as helpful as they should be, and their wait times are awful, and you end up paying a lot more money than you should. Even if you got an iPhone with T-Mobile, T-Mobile would have replaced the phone for free. He wouldn't have had to pay what he has to pay for that. Second reason I like T-Mobile or Android phones, well, this is more Android phones over an iPhone. The iPhones, their app store is not as good. Most of the apps are not free. A lot of them you have to pay for, whereas with the Android phones, 99.9% of all the applications are either free or a lot cheaper than with the iPhone. We have the same applications on our phone, both him and I do, and he has paid a lot more money than I have, and that is a second reason I like it. The third reason I like my Android phone is because I can connect to anything, anywhere. He always has problems because he has to go through, I think it's called like iCloud. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. It's something different. His phone shut off the other day, and he had to be plugged into iTunes for it to reset. My phone, if it shuts off, I just have to log back into my Google store or my Google account, and everything that was there is lost. Third reason, the iPhone screen is small. I don't like the iPhone, and that's another reason why mine's all big and pretty. It's more or less, I think the iPhone, it does do a lot of cool things. However, it's so much more complicated, and Apple makes things a lot more complicated than they need to be. Even if I went with an iPhone with T-Mobile, like I said, they do a lot better with their customer service. They do a lot better with helping you out with things. Their insurance policies are better. So Apple versus Android, or iPhone versus Android, either way, it's a no-brainer. My Android phone is great. I can log in, do so many different things, and do so many more things than he can do on his iPhone. And at first, when we both first got the iPhone, he thought it was great, and now he's constantly asking to use my phone to do things like send pictures. I can send a lot larger messages with my service provider than he can with his, so he sends me all his videos. Otherwise, he has to crop them down, and I can send them to everybody that he needs. And it runs smoother. He has had so many problems with his iPhones. They don't charge, and Apple really doesn't do anything to help him either. They have, just said you're just going to have to buy a new phone, where my phone doesn't charge. I can take it to the T-Mobile store, and they will just either replace it, or they will at least take their time and spend their time helping me fix it. I feel like I have got a lot better service. I used to have Verizon before I had T-Mobile, and their service was good too. However, Apple's service is just awful, and the iPhone is pretty awful. I have to say that I really, really enjoy my Android phone and my T-Mobile service, and he is actually getting ready to switch over to Android and T-Mobile because our service is just better. And that is why, if you are deciding that you want to go with a Apple iPhone or a T-Mobile Android phone, the T-Mobile Android is a much better choice for so many reasons. Thanks, guys.